Good evening, Room 207 families. How are you doing today? Great, it's good to see you. I'm here for your nightly reading of Crenshaw, and we are on chapter 35. And today I'm going to ask you to go ahead and ask some questions, form some questions in your mind as I'm reading. And I want you specifically to think about some of Jackson's the things he's doing, some of his actions in this chapter, okay? And then when you are reading on your own, I want you also to continue asking those questions, because that's what good readers do, okay? And I'll model it for you for a little bit, and then I want you to try it as well. All right, here we go. You ready, Rossi? You ready? When the game was over, we drove to Pet Food Express. All the way there, I thought about Crenshaw. There's always a logical explanation, I told myself, always. Maybe I dozed off for a minute and dreamed him up. Remember, the last chapter, Crenshaw showed up on the TV when they were watching the game at Best Buy. Or maybe, just maybe, I was going completely bonkers. My dad was tired from standing so long at Best Buy. So I said I'd go get Aretha's dog food. Smallest, cheapest bag, my dad reminded me. It was cool and quiet inside. I walked past shelf after shelf of dog food. Some contained turkey and cranberries. Some had salmon or tuna or buffalo for dogs who were allergic to chicken. They even had a dog food made with kangaroo meat. Near the food, I saw a rack of dog sweaters. They said things like hot dog and I'm a great catch. Next to them were sparkly pet collars and harnesses. Aretha would never be caught dead in one of those, I thought. Pets don't care about sparkles. What a waste of money. I passed a display of dog cookies shaped like bones and cats and squirrels. They looked better than some human cookies. And then, I don't know why, my hand started moving. I grabbed one of those stupid cookies. What's he going to do with the cookie? Is he going to eat it? The cookie was shaped like a cat. Next thing I knew, the cookie was in my pocket. Ooh. Down the aisle, a clerk in a red vest was on his hands and knees in front of the dog toys. He was wiping up dog pee while a customer's poodle licked his face. Collars are half off, the clerk called to me. I kind of froze. So now I want you to think about, what is the motivation behind what he's doing? Why is Jackson doing that? Why did he just take one of those cookies and put it in his pocket? What do you think he's going to do with that cookie? Do you think he's going to take it out and pay for it at the end? I kind of froze. Then I said I was just looking. I wondered if he'd seen me take the cookie. It didn't sound like it, but I couldn't be sure. You know, scientists found that dogs maybe really do laugh, I said. My words were spilling fast, like pennies from a holy pocket. They make this noise when they're playing. It's not exactly panting, more like a puffing sound, sort of, but they think it could be dog laughter. No kidding, the clerk said. He sounded grumpy. Maybe because the puppy had just peed on his shoe. The puppy scrambled over to nose me. He was dragging a boy who looked about 4 years old. The boy was wearing dinosaur slippers. His nose was running big time. He's wagging, the boy said. He likes you. I read somewhere that when a dog's tail wags to his right, it means he's feeling happy about something. I said, left, not so much. The clerk stood. He was holding the wad of paper towel in his outstretched hand like it was nuclear waste. I made myself meet his eyes. I felt hot and shaky. Where's the dog chow? The stuff in the red bag with the green stripes, I asked. Aisle 9. You know lots about dogs, little boy, the little boy said to me. I'm going to be an animal scientist, I told him. I have to know lots. I have a sore throat, but it's not strep, the boy said, wiping his nose with the back of his hand. My mom is buying food for King Kong. That's our guinea pig. Ooh, good name. And this is Turbo. Also a good name. I reached into my pocket and felt the cookie there. So what do you think he's thinking now? How do you think he feels? His eyes burned and blurred. I'm sorry, my eyes burned and blurred. I sniffled. You have a cold too? The boy asked. Something like that. I let Turbo lick my hand and headed to the back. He's wagging to the right, I think, the boy called. And that's it for chapter 35. And the next time we come, we're going to read chapter 36. So remember, when you do your reading, I want you to ask questions as you read. Okay, asking those questions helps you better understand what you're reading and makes you connect to the text better. Okay, so have a good rest of your night. Hopefully it wasn't too late to get this out to you and you can hear it before bed. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.